Welcome to the Unreally Impressive Coder, where we empower aspiring engineers with the knowledge and skills to ace their coding interviews at top tech companies. Join me as we delve into the world of data structures and algorithms, ensuring you are well prepared to tackle any problem thrown your way. From mastering programming languages to navigating the complexities of competitive programming, I've got you covered every step of the way. And with dedicated tutorials on machine learning and artificial intelligence, you'll be ready to step into the future of technology. Get ready to unlock the secrets of power functions as we dive into a challenge that has left 90% of programmers stumped. In this video, I'll be unveiling an insane optimization technique used by tech giants like Facebook, Amazon, and LinkedIn during their interviews. Most programmers settle for ON solutions, but I'm here to reveal the mind-blowing O-login secret that will transform your approach. You'll learn about the fatal mistake that 99% of programmers make when dealing with power functions, setting you up for success in future coding challenges.
Welcome to the coding interview problem, power of x, n. Implement power x, n function which calculates x raised to the power n. X to the power n. For example, if you are given x equals to 2.0 and n equals to 2, then we have to return 4. Here we see 2.0 to the power 2 equals to 4. If we are given x equals to 2.0 and n equals to 10, then we have to return 1024. We know that 2 to the power 10 equals to 1024. If you are given x equals to 2.1 and n equals to 3, we have to return 9.261. 2.1 to the power 3 equals to 961. So for the input, you have to return this output. If you're given x equals to 2.0 and n equals to -2, then we have to return 0.25. Now, how we can solve this problem? Now let me go through the intuition to this problem. This is our algorithm to solve this problem. We have answer equals to 1. This answer variable will hold our answer. Then we're going to check if n is divisible by 2. Then we will multiply x with x, and then we will assign that to x, and then we're going to divide n by 2. If 2 is not divisible by 2, then we will do this answer equals to answer times x, and n equals to n minus 1. Okay, don't worry if you don't get it. Let me show you how it actually works. If you are given 2 to the power 14, then you have to return 16,383. Now let's see how we can find that using this algorithm. So first we have 2 to the power 14. We can rewrite it like this: 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2, and then 7. And here 2 to the power 2 equals to 4. So 4 to the power 7. Here we have multiplied x with x, so 2 with 2. Then we're going to divide 14 by 2 for this example. So now we have 4 to the power 7, and here you see 14 is divisible by 2, so we apply this formula. Okay, then we found 4 to the power 7. Now let's find out the value for 4 to the power 7. Since 7 is not divisible by 2, we'll apply this formula. Answer equals to answer times x. So 4 times 4 to the power 6, and then here n equals to n minus 1. So we subtracted 1 from 7. You're gonna get this. Now let's find out the value for 4 to the power 6. Okay, for 4 to the power 6, we can rewrite it like this. So 4 to the power 2, 3. And by doing this formula right over here, then we get 16 to the power 3. Now let's find out the value for 16 to the power 3. And for this value, since 3 is not divisible by 2, okay, so we'll apply this formula and we get this 16 times 16 to the power 2. So let's find out the value for 16 to the power 2, and we can rewrite this like so: 16 to the power 2, and here 1. If we calculate 16 times 16, we get 255, and we have 255 to the power 1. Then let's apply this formula. Since 1 is not divisible by 2, so 256 times 256 0. Okay, we subtracted 1 from this, so we get this. For this it will return 1 because anything to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times 256, it's written 256. So 16 to the power 2 equals to 256. So 16 times 256 equals to 4096, and this is the value for 16 to the power 3. So this value will return for this. So here we have 4 to the power 6 equals to 4096. So 4096 will be returned, will return to this 4 to the power 6. So 4 times 4 to the power 6, that means 4 times 4096 equals to 16,384. This is equivalent to 4 to the power 7. So it will be returned to this 2 to the power 14. And this is our answer to this problem. We see we have 16,384. And this is how we can solve this problem. So here what we have seen, if we have the power or the value of n is multiples of 2 or that is divisible by 2, then we will multiply the x by x and we'll divide the n by 2. Okay, that's what we're doing here. If we see the value of n is not divisible by 2, what we will do, we'll subtract 1 from that and we'll multiply that by the value of x, and that is 4. Okay, and we keep doing this process until we have n equals to 0. Now let's see how we can solve the problem if we have 2 to the power negative value. If we have 2 to the power minus 2, then we have to return 0.25. So we can solve this problem. First, we will take the absolute value of the negative value. Okay, if we take the absolute value, then we get 2. And then if we apply this formula, then we get 2 to the power 2, and that's equals to 4 to the power 1. And for 4 to the power 1, we get 4. And here 4 to the power 0, it's evaluated 1. So 4 times 1 equals to 4. So it's written 4. And then 4 to the power 1 equals to 4. And 4 is our answer. Now to get the value of 2 to the power minus 2, what we will do? We'll divide 1 by this value. Okay, then we'll get 0.25. 1 divided 4 equals to 0.25. So we have to return 0.25 for this input 2 to the power minus 2. Okay, and this is my solution to this problem. Now let me explain the time complexity for this problem. So if you're given n equals to 10, then we divide that by 2. Since 5 is not divisible by 2, so we'll subtract 1. Then 4 is divisible by 2, so let's divide it by 2. Then 2 is divisible by 2, so let's divide it by 2. Then we get 1, and if we subtract 1 from 1, then we get 0. Okay, so we can calculate like this: n divided 2, n divided 2 minus 1, n divided 4 minus 1 divided 2, n divided 8 minus 1 divided 4, n divided 8 minus 5 divided 4. And here what we see? We see that the value for 0 is n divided 8 minus 5 divided 4. Okay, so here we can see n divided 2 to the power k. So we can rewrite it like this: n divided 2 to the power k and 5 divided 4 equals to 0. So we can rewrite this equation like this: for n equals to 5 times 2 to the power k. Since 5 and 4 constant, so we removed it. So we removed the constant here, n equals to 2 to the power k. If we take 2 base log in the both side, then we get like this. So 2 to the power, so base 2 and value 2 to the power k, and we get here k. So k equals to log 2n, and the solution will take bigger of log 2n time complexity to solve this problem. And this is my solution to this problem. Now let's see the code for this problem. First, we're going to declare a variable double answer equals to 1.0, and this answer will store the results that we need to return. Then we're going to declare a variable num equals to n. Here we're storing the n integer to this variable num and type of long, because there might be an overflow. Now we're gonna check if n is less than 0, if we see n is negative, then we will multiply num with -1 to get the absolute value. Okay, then we're going to run in loop until n is greater than 0. Okay, then we're gonna check if n is divisible by 2, then we're going to multiply x times x, and then we're going to divide n by 2. Okay, if not, what we're going to do, we're going to add the x to our answer variable. Answer equals to answer times x, then n equals to n minus 1. And this is our main algorithms. Now we're going to check if n is less than 0, then we're going to return. So let's course it to double 1.0 and double answer. Okay, if not, we'll just return whatever value we have at the answer variable. Now let's submit this code and let's see if it works. Okay, we see a problem right here. So we have a little problems where we're here mutating the value of n. We have to mutate the value of the number. Okay, so this is a problem. That's why we're creating this variable long number here. This mistakes might gonna help you. Anyway, now let's submit this code. Our submission 100% faster. Alright guys, this is my solution to this problem.
Thank you for watching the Unreally Impressive Coder. I hope you found valuable insights to elevate your coding skills and interview preparation. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest tutorials and tips. Share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you and addressing your coding challenges. Join our community on social media for more resources, coding challenges, and live Q&A sessions. Remember, every coding journey is unique, so keep practicing and exploring new programming languages and concepts.